everybody, welcome to one of my absolute favorite videos to make. I love making favorites videos. It's just everything is positive and happy. And March is one of my favorite months because, well, today is my husband's birthday. Happy birthday, Michael. He doesn't actually watch my videos, so he's not gonna hear that. But let's just all wish him a happy birthday and I'll pass along the well wishes. Lots going on in March. So like I said, today it's Michael's birthday, and then almost the very end of the month, March 30th, is my birthday. And then in the middle of the month is spring break for my kids, so I get to spend a little mom time with my boys. So March is an awesome month for me. Let's jump into favorites. I don't have a lot to actually tell you about, but I do have a lot to talk about. So I have a feeling this may go a while. Get comfy. So the first favorite of February was... To me, it was a favorite because I got to share with you something that is probably my absolute favorite thing to do, which is a very passive thing, but it's reading. Books have been my first love and have gotten me, and the act of reading books has gotten me through all kinds of times in my life. It is my ultimate de-stressor, my drug of choice, if you will. And so the ability to have a book club with you is just... to me, just the icing on the cake that I could even attempt this in my own awkward fashion. Everything I do appears to be somewhat awkward. That's how I feel anyway. It just gave me so much happiness. And were there some blips in the road as we attempted to do this live on YouTube? Yes. Do I care? A little. But it's going to be a learning curve, and I know every time we attempt this together, it's going to get better. So I loved that we tried doing a book club on YouTube, and we are going to keep going. So for those of you that tried to come, were there for the actual live broadcast, attempt number 2, watched it back afterwards, thank you. I hope that you got something out of it. Even if you hated the broadcast, I hope you at least read the book and got a technique out of it that is helping you in your personal life, because that was the whole point. And just know that moving forward, I highly doubt we will be doing any more self-help books. Cursing or not, I'm just not a person who generally enjoys self-help books, although this one was quite helpful. So let me announce this month's book. This month is one of my all-time favorite genres, and was actually I think it was a January favorite, and was recommended by one of you. The book is called The Deep End. It is by the author Julie Mulhern. It is actually the first in a series called The Country Club Murders, and it is a fabulous book. Yes, it's a murder mystery, so you may think there's not much to talk about. Oh, there is. We could just talk about the plot twists and the characters, but there's a lot to talk about as far as the time period. It was the early 70s. There was a lot of social change and unrest. There's a lot of discussion we can have about marriage, about the relationships between men and women, about women's roles back then. Have they changed? All kinds of stuff to talk about. So I announced it in the book club, posted it on the Facebook book club group. I've already had feedback that people are loving this book. I'm really excited to talk about it. And we are going to talk about it Thursday, March 28th at 8 p.m. And I hope to see you all there. All right, let's get in with the rest of the favorites. Since we're talking about books, I decided to explore another series that our book club author has written. Very different from the Country Club Murders. That's The Deep End is the first book in the Country Club Murders series. This is called the Poppy Fields Adventure series, and the first book in that series is called Field's Guide to Abduction. She's written 3, she has. She's written 3 in that series. The first 2 are already released, and the third is actually getting released this week, and I pre-ordered that one. That one is set in present day, and the main character is a famous movie star's daughter. She's basically famous for being famous, and she gets caught up in basically espionage. It's hysterical. It's tongue-in-cheek. It's funny. High fashion again, which I really appreciate. It's fun to read about, and international travel. It's just fun. It's just a fun book. There's nothing deep about it, and that's what it's just fun. Laugh out loud fun. So if you're looking for something to escape reality and just have a good time, highly recommend The Poppy Fields Adventures by Julie Mulhern, and I will link that below. An Instagram account that I am very much enjoying that was recommended to me by a dear friend, you know who you are. She's not on YouTube, she's just a civilian. Her name, the Instagram account, is Cattle Baron in Kashmir. I would just say it's a lifestyle account. She's based here in Texas, but she's in Houston, and it's just a little bit of everything, but I really am loving her quick recipe suggestions. In fact, I will link specifically to her Instagram post. It's a shrimp recipe. I don't care for shrimp, but everyone else in my family loves it. And this is going to be, I might make this every week, maybe every other week so people don't get sick of it. But it's basically a really fast shrimp recipe that was so good there was not a morsel left. Michael and Shane just inhaled it. It was incredible, but she just, overall, I really love her stories. I love her posts. She's a lot of fun. I will link that Instagram account below. The first huge favorite is something you cannot see. You are looking through it. Technically, it is my brand new camera. I finally upgraded to a new camera. It is the Canon 80D, and boy, has it made a difference for me on the creative side. I'm just really enjoying things like I can do, well, I'll hold up the next favorite. I can do this, and it focuses pretty quickly. Focuses a little slower on the particular lens I'm using right now because this is a lens that blurs the background, but on the kit lens, which allows me to zoom in and out that I've used on other videos, it's much faster. My previous camera didn't really have this capability. It's like, it brings me to the old days when I used to film with a video camera. I just love this. It makes me happy. You as a viewer may not care one way or the other, but it brings me joy. So I'm doing the opposite of a Marie Kondo in that I'm adding to my collection, but it is bringing me joy. So there you go. Now let's hop into what I just showed you. It is the Wander Beauty Nude Illusion Liquid Foundation. Talked about it in my Nordstrom haul, so I won't go into too much detail. It is a medium to full coverage foundation that has a very unique application in that it's a doe foot. That's not so unique these days, but that the brand actually recommends that if you want even more full coverage, you can squeeze it right out of this tube. I'm not going to attempt to do that. It's a very large opening there. Very handy for travel, I'm going to say. It is actually, I tried full coverage today. It is full coverage. Didn't really need concealer today, although that has something to do with a product I'm going to talk about in a little bit. I love this stuff. I also, this has much more full coverage than some of my other current favorite foundations. It's also a lot more luminous and glowy and pretty, and it's also kind of a one and done. I mean, if your skin's in pretty good shape, you can slap this on and, like I said, not really any concealer necessary, and also holds up all day long. At least for me, I'm wearing it in the shade Fair Light. No SPF, so you're gonna have to layer that, you know, some sunscreen under this. But all in all, I am very much enjoying this. New to me, Wander Beauty, not a brand I really have explored much, so may need to explore a little bit more in this brand. Another favorite I've talked about before, but I have been going nuts with this. It's the Flower Beauty Lift and Sculpt Contouring Palette. Let me open so you can see better. It is very bright today, so it's gonna be hard for you to really see the colors here, but this is a highlighter, a bright blush, and a bronzer, and I am wearing it today, and I've been pretty much wearing it nonstop. This blush looks quite bright in the pan, but as you can see on my face, I do not look today like a clown or that I belong in the circus. But it is a really bright, pretty flush of color to the cheeks, perfect for springtime, very handy for travel because it's everything you need in one pan. And what I have been loving for a highlighter brush, I just feel like it blends really nicely and gets the product where I want, is this Real Techniques setting brush. I think this is the older version. There's one that's a little more metallic. I just, you know, pop it right in, and then I can really brush it back and forth. Instead of using the tip, I use the flat side and just go back and forth. And I've been bringing my highlighter kind of up and around the crow's feet, so I make sure I'm getting away from that, and then I'm bringing it all the way up over, kind of up to my eyebrows. Just a new little technique. But this brush really makes it easy to not just put it exactly where I want, but really kind of blend as I go. So I'm very much enjoying that. Now, let's talk about why my skin has, I know it's not, this is just fact, but some of you have been commenting, your skin's been looking a lot better lately. Yes, it has. And I'm going to tell you what has made all the difference. For the last 2, maybe 3 weeks, I have been using this every other night. I jumped right in. Every other night on my skin. It's the Differin Gel, Adapalene Gel, 0.1% acne treatment. I don't see a dermatologist, so I can't get a prescription for the tretinoin or Retin-A that I want to use. So I figured I will start with this. I will go find a good dermatologist. I have some feelers out. I do have a good recommendation. I just haven't gotten it on the calendar yet. So I figure I'll get my skin used to different and it'll be an easy transition into a retin-A product at some point. This is, I will put the link below, but listen, go to Target, go to CVS, go to Rite Aid, go to Walgreens, go to the grocery store, the drugstore section. This is over the counter. You don't need to order this online. Differin Gel is now, you don't need a prescription anymore. It is specifically for acne. There are not enough studies to show that it has the same efficacy as the tretinoin-based, the retin-A brand for wrinkles and dark spots. But the reality is, for me, my skin, even though it's dry and aging, it was still breaking out like crazy for sometimes I could figure out what was causing it, but most of the time I could not figure it out. And like I said, I've been using this, I think about 3 weeks now. I've been doing it every other night. I've been using it after I do everything else. I put on my moisturizer. I wait a minute or two until the moisturizer is fully absorbed. I put this on. That's it. I have not been experiencing any flakiness, any irritation. Knock on wood so far. Have not had a flare. I had a couple little whiteheads the first week. Those went away pretty quickly. I have noticed that I had a healing patch here that healed very quickly, got a little flaky, and then healed very quickly. I keep saying that. I'm just really excited. I have had some pigmentation that is starting to fade. I don't know if that's just because I'm not picking at it. I am a picker. It is what it is. I'm not picking because there's nothing to pick at. This is all very exciting. We're in early stages. I may still yet experience a flare-up. That is something people say happens when you use Differin. The first 6 weeks especially, you'll see like a big purge of all the gook that is living under the surface. We shall see. Obviously, you will see because I can't hide that on camera. I can hide color, but if there's bumps and lumps happening, you'll see it. So there it is for you. But that's the only change that I've done in my skincare, and it's so far made a visible difference, especially visible when I'm not wearing makeup. And then this one, just did a video on this, so not much to say. Just used it half an hour ago. Game changer for hair. Love this. Actually, don't mind doing my hair anymore because I think you all know how much I hate blowing dry my hair. And my hair is all in it. And it's amazing. And if you don't have this, you really need to try it. If you hate doing your hair, you might not hate it anymore. All right, let's just pop into fashion. 2 places I did hauls in the last month or so that I love. 2 different sides of the spectrum. Penney and Anthropologie. I know, they're very different stores, but I love them both the same. I really do. Let's talk about what I'm wearing right here. This is one of the tops that I hauled from Anthropologie. As of filming this, it is now 20% off. All Anthropologie tops are 20% off. I don't know if that's still going on as of this going live, and I apologize if you've missed out on that. I will hopefully publicize that on Instagram somewhere. But I can't believe I just would always walk right past Anthropologie. I always thought it was sort of this like bohemian sort of hippy dippy store, and I didn't think it was for me. Whatever. Okay, so I've rectified that. I now know that might be one of my now like top 3 stores I want to go shop at, especially because they seem to have sales a lot. I love this top. I think it's a lot of fun. It's definitely in like my favorite muted tones, but I think my favorite top that I hauled from there, which a lot of you have also said you love, is that more bright coral kind of dolman sleeve, little kind of off the shoulder. I'll pop a picture in. You know what I'm talking about. Very fine gauge knit, almost loungewear top. I love it. I could wear it every day. It comes in navy as well, and I think one more color. Kind of want to grab the navy one, but I think part of the appeal is that bright coral color. It's so pretty and just makes, I think, anyone's skin tone just brighten up and look much more alive. So loving Anthropologie. I'm sorry I didn't buy the green dress. Everyone was like, Marnie, how could you? My budget was about $300. The dress was $150. There went half my budget right there. So I had to be kind of surgical about, all right, this, I can get more bang for my budget with these pieces. But yes, I still think about that green dress. If they're having a big sale soon and it's still there, who knows? It may still come. We'll see. Okay. Also, Penney. Oh my gosh. Like, again, I haven't been in that store in a long time. Where has it been in my life? Well, I had so much fun, and I'm so glad that Penney reached out to me to open my eyes to how awesome their lines are there, that my dressing room haul for this month is going to be at Penney. I am definitely going back, spending my own money, and I've been kind of hunting their website, and I have a list going in my head of what I want to pick up. but I haven't bought anything yet because I want to take you with me to do a dressing room try on. So that's going to be happening later this month, so keep your eye out on that. The standouts from that haul had to definitely be the Bonjour sweatshirt. So cute. I love that whole line. I think it's like, I want to say it's Parker and Posey or something like that. It's one of the lines from JCPenney. Really cute, kind of fashion forward, but very wearable line from JCPenney. That's probably my standout favorite line from there. And as of filming this, at least, that sweatshirt was on sale. And then I really, really liked the bootcut pants jeans that I got. I like the wide leg jeans that I got. Oh, and the popcorn kind of chenille. Okay, I liked everything. But the popcorn kind of chenille sweater, I've worn that so much. And every time I wear it, people are like, can I touch your sweater, please? I mean, it's just so soft and cozy and fun. And then the green like utility jacket that I got, I've worn almost every day. I mean, it's just the perfect jacket for this time of year. Hopefully still available because it's just, I love it. And it's soft and anyway. So, love you, JCPenney. So I know I said I didn't have a lot to tell you, but I sure had a lot to talk about. I hope you enjoyed my February favorites. Looking forward to another great month. March is, obviously, for selfish reasons, one of my favorites. Lots to celebrate. Hope you stick around with me. Looking forward to some really great content. Can't wait to share it with all of you. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.